Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where we're showcasing a team including one of my favorite Pokemon, the Balloon, also known as Drifblim. This shadow Pokemon with Astonish is so menacing right now in the Go Battle League. It does so much damage, and you also have that guaranteed debuff potential of Icy Wind. And if you get some shields down, well, this trainer is also running a Primeape in the back, which we know can be incredibly dangerous. It's also rocking that close combat with its moveset as well. Here we go. Gingy 1995 is the trainer, and a very cool team. They're saying Drifblim has really been putting in work for them, and we'll see how this team plays out. We're going to safe swap Diggersby into the Guzzlord. It's met by Talonflame, but honestly, this is not as bad for Diggersby as you may think because of its sheer bulk and its ability to hit for neutral quick attacks, get off the Scorching Sand. Going to take the first charge attack here. Diggersby can make this matchup quite uncomfortable for Talonflame. I would not be surprised if we end up flipping this matchup here. But let's see what happens. Scorching Sands coming through, puts Talonflame low. Talonflame going to fire off another attack, and no, just going to elect to let Diggersby go down. Instead, going to look to maybe farm down with something. And going to farm down with Drifblim. Primeape might take a little bit too much damage if you try to chop all the way down. Guzzlord did build up some. Oh, they come in with Carbink. Huh. This is interesting, because this will do some significant damage assuming it lands. Could this set the way for Primeape to close out this game? Oh, I think the opponent messed up here. I think the opponent should have thrown an attack first with the Carbink. Even if you call the bait, right? A Power Gem or a Rock Slide would still do some significant damage. Oh, and they're going for a Sludge Bomb. What? What are they running? Do they not know how glassy Primeape is? Oh, you know what? They must be running Brutal Swing, and they were just too... This is where damage recognition is so important, guys. And it's kind of an underrated skill. Someone you could argue is the best player in the world right now, Elam. He talked about in one of his interviews, I remember, how he knows damage calcs really well. And you see a few mistakes the opponent makes here as Primeape close combats and knocks out the Carbink. A few mistakes the opponent makes is they went for like unnecessarily large energy moves. They went for a Sludge Bomb against a Primeape when they probably just needed Brutal Swing plus Dragon Tail damage. Or if they just went for the Power Gem, like they didn't have to build up to the Moonblast. Just go for a Power Gem against a Primeape. It's pretty frail. So there you go. There's where damage calcs are really important to know. Drifblim against Talonflame here. I like that we're throwing after 6, putting the pressure on. The opponent didn't want to throw on bad timing, and they're going to throw after 1 here. So Talonflame now has 2 attacks, but we might be willing to double shield through here. Oh, and we're actually going to catch on a Diggersby. I think I like this even better because we don't have to go down a shield now. We lure out Superior, which is not great, especially because I don't know if we're going to get to double Fire Punch after the chip damage. Frenzy Plant will probably be enough to knock out Diggersby here. But we still have our Drifblim. A little bit awkward here. We can't get greedy. I think we have to throw pretty much immediately to get rid of this Superior. And this is going to be all up to Primeape against the back Pokemon. Oh, it's going to be Drapeon. This is pretty awkward. This is pretty awkward, but this is where regular Primeape has the advantage over a Shadow because we can actually afford to take the Aqua Tail. Oh, they catch on Talon. But this might not matter. This might not matter. Now we're just going straight Rage Fist. Now we're just putting on the pressure with our damage. They shield it. And we're going to get to another Rage Fist. This is a double boosted Rage Fist. Oh my gosh. Double boosted Rage Fist. Barely not enough. We sneak in the Astonish. And I think this Astonish is going to knock out the Drapeon. Unreal. Unreal. Regular Primeape showing some of its benefits here as opposed to the Shadow. Some people, what's ironic is we'll choose Shadow Primeape specifically for the Drapeon matchup because you can go straight Rage Fist and just like 2 shield your way through it, even if they no shield the first. But you saw there, regular Primeape has the ability to actually take an Aqua Tail more comfortably, which is very valuable as well. Terrible lead for Drifblim into Furret here. The furry little Furret. So, bit of a core breaker. Gonna have to Scorching Sands here on the Diggersby safe swap. Harley is sending him Instagram DMs. Trailblaze most likely coming there. Maybe they settle for Swift here. Let's see. No, they go for another Trailblaze. Over farming. I think this should be enough where Fire Punch would indeed knock out. Oh. And we're about to potentially get both shields here with Diggersby. Oh, baby. We get both shields. Probably have to come in. Oh, my gosh. This is bold. Now we pivot 8? Wait a sec. Yes, now we pivot 8 after taking the move. And oh, baby. Oh, baby. Primeape with the shield advantage is so deadly. Oh, my gosh. We have to shield, of course. Uh-oh. What's happening? I think we can get away with just a Rage Fist here. Yeah, beautiful timing throwing after 4. We are boosted, so I think this should be enough to knock out the Marowak. We're really low, but we're double boosted. We have close combat. Oh my gosh. Bye-bye, Typhlosion. Double boosted, close combat. Bang! One shot. And Primeape sweeps the entire team. Holy cow. Really smart play to come in with Drifblim to absorb the Trailblaze there. It worked out. I think the opponent could have built up more, right? Because they weren't really in jeopardy of getting Astonished down for a little while. So they probably could have done like 4 in throw and maybe even 7 in throw, and then would have got to a move potentially against the Primeape, but tough call. Here we go. Primeape against Drapeon. This time we're shielding. Building up a ton. Gonna bait the Rage Fist here. If they call it, maybe we just go back-to-back Rage Fist. No. Them calling it is unfortunate. We're going to take the Aqua Tail this time. Confident we can still get to back-to-back Rage Fist. This is pretty good, because either we're going to get both shields, or if they let it go, maybe we can get the shield back against something else. So yeah, back-to-back Rage Fist here. I really like this Primeape gameplay. This is some like dialed-in Primeape gameplay. Diggersby going to come in. Oh, baby. Gonna Scorching Sands here, and are we gonna switch at some point? We are. The awkward thing here is we didn't really do enough to put this within Icy Wind range. So I feel like that could be a little bit of a concern, because Diggersby should be able to hang on to this Icy Wind and might be able to switch out and maybe even like bank a move for later. Oh. But I like that we just keep building, because we know that Drapeon might switch here at some point. Okay, after all these Astonishes, maybe Icy Wind will be just barely enough to knock out here. Yep, it is. We're looking for the instant pivot. Oh, no. We get countered by the Credilli. Shoot. Would have been probably nicer to throw that Icy Wind immediately, but in fairness, right, could have been expecting the Drapeon to come in. And didn't want to waste the energy on a low Drapeon. Okay, this is interesting. We're going to let it go and hope that Drifblim can knock out Dilly and Astonish down. Okay, they don't catch. Isn't the Drapeon still there? Or am I tripping? Icy Wind connects. Drapeon? Super low? Oh, dude. Drifblim with the Astonish down. Drifblim has an insane HP stat, so sometimes even when it looks like it's really low, maybe it has a slightly more HP than you think. And if those stings are only doing like 2 damage, yeah, it makes sense. Able to withstand those stings in the end. Okay, Cargo, interesting matchup. We do an Astonish and dip into Diggersby. They might go for like an overheat and dip strat here. But they Rock Tomb, so great no shield. Oh, yikes. Superior. This does not look fun. Debuffed Fire Punch is not going to be as menacing And Superior might be willing to overfarm here by quite a bit. And the really awkward thing for us is it's not like Drifblim's going to appreciate a Frenzy Plant from Superior, even if it's resisted. And our Drifblim only has 1 Astonish worth of energy. So I feel like this is a pretty tough looking situation right now. But we've seen crazier things happen. Frenzy Plant will probably do a little bit less than half if they go for that. But they're just going for Aerial Ace, which I guess it would have made sense if they got to multiple, but because they only got to 1, you want to go for the Frenzy there. It does more damage. In comes Furret. I expect the Icy and immediate pivot, and dude, we're just saying the same story. This was supposed to be a Drifblim video, dude, but Primeape is stealing the show. How can I, in good conscience, make this a Drifblim themed video when Primeape is absolutely going crazy? Look at this. Primeape going for the Rage Fist, ramping up. Oh my gosh. Throwing after 2. This is crazy. Knocks out. Just going straight Rage Fist at this point. And it makes sense, right? You ramp up your attack, the chops are going to start adding up. They got to shield something at some point. And just committing to chops now. How much energy did this Furret have? Does it get to 2 here? It does, but it's within 1 Astonish range, and our Drifblim is still like almost 50% health. So it's not going to matter. GG. Well played. Primeape just going crazy. I need to see a little bit more from Drifblim right now so I don't have a guilty conscience. Come on, Gingy. Let's get some wins with Well, we are getting a lot of wins with Drifblim. But we want some Drifblim sweeps. I guess Drifblim is setting these up in the lead. Tough lead here. Gonna have to pivot. Pivots, yikes. Pivots Diggersby. Even though it's like your safe swap and Primeape's the better answer, I would have considered going Primeape there. But we'll see how this plays out. Because Primeape at least is generally going to be like a safer Pokemon. And they also could have just like thrown a Hydro Cannon and then gone something if they wanted to, but we come in Drifblim. Ooh, they get a parting attack off. That's not great. I think we just got to put this all on Primeape. Primeape. Oh, I don't know. We're going to be really low by the time we get out of this matchup. They do shield the first, which is helpful. Yeah, we're going to need damage registration error. Unless Typhlosion throws energy? Does that open up something? No. Wait a sec. Wait. Is Drifblim going to reach a Shadow Ball? Dude, Typhlosion, I think, should have committed to the Incinerates. Because I think now Drifblim is 1 off the Shadow Ball. Drifblim right on cue. I thought it was over. Primeape got melted. Drifblim said, I got your back, Primeape. Astonished down and pulls the win out of thin air. Literally, it's a balloon. Oh my gosh. There we go, baby. That's what we needed to see. Fear the balloon. Shadow Drifblim. Next opponent. Drifblim into Annihilape. Great lead. And the backline really needs to avoid this, so we need to keep alignment. In comes Caesar, kind of awkward here. What you may want to consider doing is throwing the Icy, and if they shield, then going like Diggersby. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like this actually. This is only Night Slash, right? Or am I trolling? Okay. This is good, because we get off 2 Rage Fists here, and Annihilape will probably have to shield the second one. And Annihilape will be able to reach a Rage Fist against Drifblim. But we keep the alignment. I would like to see us wait out our full switch clock here. And they'll probably look to go for 1 counter, 1 Rage Fist, and then leave. I like the shield here. Might even be worth debuffing something depending on what comes in. Oh. I actually love this. They're at 2. They shield. Yes, perfect. We throw on potentially charge attack priority here on a close combat? No shot. But wait, but now do we jeopardize getting farmed down by the Annihilape? Oh, it doesn't KO. Dude, what a game. Wait a sec. Gets the knockout here on Annihilape. Did we undercharge that Fire Punch or no? Did we undercharge that Fire Punch here? But also, what a decision to Fire Punch on the charge attack priority of the close combat. Because they were at 2, I'm pretty sure. So if we don't throw this, then we get knocked out. Did we undercharge this or did we just fully charge it? We just fully charged it. But either way, nice recognition. Because I could have seen myself like undercharging that and maybe it could have been costly. Wow, really nice win. Diggersby's like, all right, Rise, I see you hyping up these other two, but don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. I'm ranked number 2 on PV Poke for a reason. We get a little Alolan Raichu as a reward. And a few more battles. Probably like 2 or 3 more battles, it looks like, in this video. Here we go. Another Talonflame. I like Talonflame lead for Drifblim. Because these Astonishes, I mean, kind of keep pace with the Incinerate damage. And you just make it awkward for Talon, right? You kind of force them here to throw on bad timing. And get an entire free Astonish. And I like that we're throwing after 3. Now we're at double. This is beautiful. Icy Wind connects. And we're going to get a move off against something. Oh, barely got it off. I think they might have come in late. I'm not sure. I couldn't really tell, actually. We debuff them. They come in. Ooh, this is kind of awkward. I don't think I like this play. But maybe I'm wrong. I was thinking you could simply build up to double CC. But maybe that would have been bad, I guess. But no, I don't think so. Because either you get both shields. Or either you get the last shield. Oh, they throw. Would have been really close to what it would have been if 2 Vine Whips KO'd from there. So they might have been able to get the Vine Whip down. Oh, but now we just shield and now we just double close combat the Abomasnow. And the only lose condition is if we lose CMP on a Weather Ball. And since we did not do such a thing, we win. They have to no shield this, I think. Yeah, they have to play to their win condition of calling a bait there. Good game. I feel like we could have stayed in, shielded, built up this double CC, and then we either knock out, get a shield down, swap Fire Punch KOs, or... But maybe Fire Punch doesn't one-shot. I don't know. Anyway, GG's. Armor Rouge. Whoa. Cool pick. Oh my gosh, dude. Those Astonishes are doing insane amounts of damage. Immediate Icy Wind. And then let's see. What do we pivot to after this? Primeape. Not going to respect the attack here. And it is the Clanging Scales. Uh-oh. But we get off a Parting Rage Fist. Nice. Crazy that Primeape actually lived Clanging Scales. Granted, it was debuffed. Komodo also hangs on. Gonna Astonish down with Drifblim. No way Armor Rouge comes back, right? They come in with... Oh! They catch an Icy Wind, but dude, like, they have to shield this anyway, don't they? Oh, yeah, we're undercharging. Okay. Dude, I don't know this thing's moves. I forget. What is it running? Psyshock? Okay. That's right. This is awkward. Because you don't want to be too low and put yourself in a position where you might get gusted down. But what's really nice here is Gingy did keep another Pokemon around. So if this Pidgeot did have Feather Dance, could clear the potential debuff. But ahead energy, this actually looks pretty solid for Diggersby. Just dishing out reliable damage here. That was only 3 gusts, right? But we're shielding anyway. There's the Air Cutter. Oh no, Attack Rose. Oh, we go for the catch. We had to try. That is brutal. That is brutal. Had to try for the catch. Opponent with a nice 50-50 call, basically. Just being a little bit patient there. And I think there's going to be one final battle here to wrap up the video. Jar of Raisins. I feel like I've seen that name. Here we go. Drifblim into Gligar. Good lead. We heavily resist Fury Cutter. They safe swap Gator, and Gator safe swap. You don't see it as often these days, but still a viable strategy. Still a viable, very viable Pokemon. Don't have an obvious answer to it here. If we like instantly pivoted Primeape, maybe that could have worked, but once they get a little bit of a head start, immediately becomes uncomfortable for Primeape. We are now down a shield, and they're just going to let this go. And if I'm the opponent, I am overfarming a boatload of energy here with Gligar. I'm taking 2 Fire Punches, maybe throwing right before the 3rd Fire Punch. Oh, and I like the pivot. Okay. This will be kind of weird. We get a shield. That's big. I think the opponent may have been better off saving the shield for Gligar, but we'll see if this plays out. Probably have to come in Primeape here. Awkward thing is we have to debuff ourselves to knock this out, but at this... Oh my god, are we calling a bait? Oh my gosh, we call a bait. Holy guacamole. And we catch on Diggersby. Are we about to see a Primeape take out a Gligar? Oh, they undercharge. Wait, dude. I can't even keep up with these trainers. There's so much going on here. Fire Punch connects. They're gonna get a big farm down. They've got to be a double Aerial Ace by now. But we have double Rages. They have to let this go. It's the only play. They have to let this go and hope they hang on. But no. Is their switch timer up? Could they catch here on Greninja? They don't. And it looks like that was a double charge attack priority. And Primeape is going to secure the victory here. One chop takes out Greninja. Opponent may be a little bit too greedy with that Hydro Cannon bait. I mean, how much energy were they really saving themselves? I don't know if the bait was necessary. But overall, well played and some really fun sets there from Gingy. All 3 Pokemon really putting on a clinic at certain times. And Shadow Drifblim, I would say, was maybe was able to pull off some surprise victories when we felt like we were in bad positions. And the Primeape, of course, was a sweeper, as we know it can oftentimes be. But really cool lead Pokemon, Shadow Drifblim, I've been seeing. And thank you to Gingy for the submission. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, comment down below. All your comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you once again. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.